So yes, you can probably tell from the title of this video that I have been diagnosed with cancer, which is great. Let me just tell you everything that has happened so far, like me finding out I had it and what specifically I have and the treatments and everything I have to do before I start my treatment. So on August 3rd, I went to the hospital to get checked, like from a doctor who specialized in the neck and throat area. Basically, he scheduled a needle biopsy for me for the next day, so August 4th. So I came back on August 4th for the biopsy. They're super efficient. They just did an ultrasound, and then as they did the ultrasound, they did the needle biopsy. I could see like the monitor, right? So it was kind of like this was like lymph node, for example. They just put it in, put the needle in, and then it went like or something. I don't know. But that's basically what happened. They did 2 needle biopsies. So I'm back in Jeonju. Today I went to the Taipei hospital to get a needle biopsy. You can see there. They won't tell me the results till next Monday, so I'm going back next Monday to see the results. But yeah, I am in the mall close to my house, and then my dad and I are gonna watch Peninsula, which is the second Train to Busan movie. So I got home from the movie, and then I was able to take off the bandage from the hospital. Alright, okay. Do you see those 2 like looking like snake bite things? Yeah, basically they inserted it this way. So fast forward to August 10th. I'm at the hospital waiting to see the report.
Two hours later.
Two hours later, still waiting. So many people today. And then, man, we waited like 2 hours because like I think I missed my name and I just didn't hear it, so we ended up just waiting like an extra like hour without even knowing. But basically went in, and then I basically found out I have classic Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is a lymphoma that originates in the lymph nodes of your body. Yeah, so here is the picture with the results of my needle biopsy, and it says what I have, in case anyone thinks I'm lying. The lymphoma that I have is called classic Hodgkin's lymphoma, and there are 2 types of main lymphomas, so classic Hodgkin's lymphoma or non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is not as common. People who found out that they have lymphoma, usually they find an enlarged painless lymph node, like either in the neck more commonly, or in the armpit above the collarbone, which is where I found mine, or in the groin. The survival rate for lymphoma is about like 90%, which is really high because it's one of the most common cancers found in people, and generally the people who have this cancer are people between 20 and 40 and sometimes above 55. There are 3 tests that have to be done after you've been diagnosed. So earlier this week on Monday, I went into the hospital and I stayed there for 3 days to do like the tests, like the bone marrow biopsy, PET scan, and like the blood tests and stuff.
Children's Hospital.
We're at the hospital now. The children's hospital, apparently. We just got here. It's like 9:30 and it is so busy. You know it's official when you've got the band. I got blood test done and then the x-ray is done. So there is the bone marrow biopsy. I don't have footage of it because there were too many people in the room and my dad couldn't film it. And plus it was kind of like where my butt was, so like even if I had footage, I don't know if I would show you guys because like my butt is like, you know, there. So the second test that had to be done was called the PET scan, which is basically a scan that uses like a radioactive drug that goes into my body. So they put a needle in. Basically the drug, I think it highlights T cell activity, I believe. Basically it's just used to see if the cancer has spread anywhere else other than where I have found it. We in a wheelchair. They're scared that cause like the bone marrow is like my back, like lower back here, and they're scared that like, oh, I mean it doesn't hurt right now. I went to the washroom and I didn't feel anything, but they're just worried that if I walk it'll hurt, but I don't feel anything. So the only way to treat lymphoma is only using chemotherapy. For people who don't know, chemotherapy is a drug treatment that kills fast-growing cells in your body like cancer. So while I stayed in the hospital, I did also get a heparin lock put inside me, and I will be putting up pictures here to explain what it is. So it's just like I guess an easiest way to say it is like it's a tube. It's a tube for making injections easier, because since I do need to go to chemo, it's gonna be like troublesome to like always look for my vein, and like a lot easier if I just already have like the gateway open or something. But yeah, it's basically, it's here, and here is footage of me going to the, I guess, surgery for it.
要去做人工血管了，耶、！Stand by 做血管摄影。Much later。七七辛苦了。How you feeling？ 手手？很痛。很痛哦。他又打止痛药了。好痛。没有睡着？
怎么可以睡着？
睡不着，对不对？
痛死了。
我拍一下你那个哈，它就有一个管子在从里面拉出来，这样。
对。
刚刚就已经录了啊。
I was also really tired after that because I also could not eat before. But yeah, I was very hungry, and it's not fun when you're starving and you're being cut open. You're just being put through endless pain. It's not fun. It's really not. I have a total of 12 cycles, which will be spaced apart by 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks I would go back for a chemotherapy session. So that's 6 months, right? So that means I will finish roughly around February. And then after everything is all of my cycles are finished, I'll do like some other scans. I'm assuming I'll do another PET scan and probably some more blood tests just to like make sure that the cancer is actually dead. And then I'd say maybe March I'll be able to go back to Canada, which is not what I had planned, because originally I was going to stay until October. Obviously my health is most important. I'm gonna have to stay till March. So the doctor had informed me that I am stage 2 most likely, because in the PET scan he saw like it had moved to my chest. So originally it was in my neck and then it moved to my chest. So stage 2 is basically where it moves from one lymph node to the other. Because there is a chance that chemo may affect my fertility, I have chosen to do ovarian tissue freezing, which is basically freezing my eggs and protecting them from the chemo. And basically they're gonna be in a freezer and I have to pay like a yearly fee. Because my period has ended, I have to use a hormone injection to make the ovulation cycle happen faster. I do have footage and I'll be playing that now. If you are scared of needles, please do not watch this. You'll skip ahead to like here. Okay, it's 8 p.m. You get like this like needle kit you just bring home, and then you literally, like, I have to stab myself. And then it comes in like a kit like this. So this has the hormone liquid inside, and then these are the needles. Each stick has 0.75 milliliters. But I need 225. So you just use this knob and you just turn. It'll turn to 225. Okay, once you do that, I have to get just like a normal alcohol swab. Oh, also the needle has to stay in the fridge.
Yeah, 先 clean that.
Yeah, 我知道。先拿这个出来. So I get just a normal alcohol swab, and then you clean where the needle is going. And then after, these are like the needles, right? You can't really see, but there's the needle. You just put it on, and you twist it on. Take off the cap. There's another cap on the needle, so I'm not gonna take that off yet, but I need to sanitize where I'm gonna stab myself. The nurse said away from my belly button, right? So at least like maybe 2 fingers or 3 fingers away. So like maybe like here. When you're cleaning, start in the middle.
Yeah, good.
And then you just go around. And then clean it like maybe twice is enough. You had to squish. You had to squish where. So you take out the cover. So as I put it inside, I slowly press down to let the liquid in. Slowly press the needle. And then count 10 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wee! We didn't swear. I had like a little bit of blood, but now my dad's gonna put it back in the fridge. You have to make sure you put it in the fridge. So obviously this is not ideal. I did not expect to be diagnosed with cancer when I came here. You know, I did think something was still wrong because it was still swelling, but you know, obviously I did not think it would be that bad, because I did believe that, you know, my doctor who had said like it was fine, and you know, I had asked him if there was a chance it would turn into cancer, and he was like, oh no, like it's totally fine. Like he obviously does not know how to do his job. yeah, I'm definitely glad that I came to Taiwan. If I had come any later, or even if I had stayed in Canada, who knows when I would have gotten like treatment, like especially with coronavirus right now, and like there might be a second wave coming, you know. My mom also did fly here. She landed Wednesday morning, you know, because my dad has to work and my grandma is not exactly in the best condition to take care of me because she's blind in one eye and also she's old. So like when I do start chemo, I'll be very like weak and stuff, and my dad can't be home 24/7 to take care of me. So we all thought it was best that my mom came back to take care of me and bring me to my chemo sessions, because it's best that someone does go with me. And now that I've been diagnosed with cancer, I would like to focus on my health and just, you know, rest when I can. And unfortunately, I don't know if I'll be able to upload my vlogs. Oh, I had a lot of ideas planned for when I came back for YouTube videos, but obviously things did not turn out the way that I expected. I'll try my best to upload whenever I can, but I just don't think I'll have like a consistent upload schedule. I can't guarantee anything, and it's best if I just focus on my health right now.
She likes chocolate covered strawberries and wine. She likes notes that say I love you all the time. Roses at your feet, baby girl, be